name's Lisa Luckett. I am a mother of 3 young adults. I live in a lovely suburban town in New Jersey, and I have a little business that was conjured after a massive trauma that happened to all of us, but is the goodness and the love that followed. So it'll be my life's passion to take that forward and pay back for the rest of my life. Well, you have to start with the harsh reality that I am a 9/11 widow. My husband Teddy worked on the 5th floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. He'd worked there for 10 years, so he actually walked down in 1993 as well. So that event of terrorism was my second round of terrorism. The interesting part about my story is I was actually prepared for his death in a very unique way. So when 9/11 happened, I had these strange twisted benefit of being prepared for his death. So on top of having a 4-month-old that I was nursing, so nature doesn't let a nursing mother go down. So the combination of that meant that morning, within an hour after the attacks themselves, I found myself to be fine. And in that moment was in this offensive position where I wasn't panicking. I was calm and I was clear in this strange, surreal way, while everybody around me and the world was coming unglued. And that's where I've been for the last 16 years. 9/11 in itself is kind of a punctuation mark to end an era and begin a new one. And so my mantra, my war cry from within the first 2 weeks was there was no way I was going to let them die in vain. That I was determined to make something good come from this nightmare. And I had no idea what I was doing as far as setting an intention. So to have arrived at this place where I found this gratitude and humility that I can share with the world in a tactical way for us all to benefit from the lessons that I've learned, I hope to take that forward with this little company. So kozmin is a made-up word. It's a made-up word meaning kindness or love. So the story goes, after 9/11, the world was completely unglued, and here I found myself in this calm place. And everyone around me was going so crazy, and all I wanted to do was help them. One of the things I saw in this breakthrough was that no one was taking care of women, that no one was taking care of mothers. Mothers take care of everyone, but all they're doing is constantly giving, but never receiving. And I thought, I'm gonna take care of them as they've taken care of me. And it wasn't just the people who took care of me, it was people that I knew needed care. So in a very random order that would literally cross my mind, a friend would pop into my head and I would start knitting for her. And I would put my kids to bed, I would knit for a couple hours, and I would think about her, and I would process for her, and I would think about our friendship, and I'd get in this completely heady space. And it would infuse all this love into my stitches. So it's this incredibly cerebral, sensory fix. So I kept knitting and knitting and knitting. And then at the same time, this brand of kindness kind of started to show itself. So it was just this incredibly fun, productive, spiritually, intellectually explosive time. And so the knitting point was to see if other women could get the benefit from knitting that I had. And it's not like I woke up one day and went, woohoo, I can't wait to teach knitting. But I did wake up and say, I really, really want other women to have what this gives them. So I started teaching. And by the end of 3 years, I had 200 women that I had taught to knit. The way I explain a silver lining is the things you don't expect. When you're in a place of looking out at a tragedy, you only see the bad stuff. You're only going to be able to imagine the trauma of it and the devastation and the pain, but you never see what comes with it. It was this mind-blowing kindness and rush of love and this care that came from everywhere. You just never realize it when you're looking at it, you never expect it. And what makes things a silver lining is the unexpected joy. It's the unexpected gifts that come.